What's poppin', y'all? What's up? What's up? It is Haley. It is my little niece is on here, y'all, on YouTube. It is the 14th day of 25 days of Craftmaz, and I'm super excited. We are live right now on the DIY crafting page, the Gucci Crafts page on Facebook, and the Gucci Crafts page on YouTube. So we all up in this thing. We be crafting. Hey, how you doing? Hey, Miss Sonia. Hey, Miss Beverly. Y'all know usually I'm on Friday nights for Friday Night Live, but we're doing the 25 Days of Craftmas. Today wasn't my day. I took over for somebody, so we're going to do a really quick and fun craft. The craft that we're going to do, hey, Miss Kinder, the craft that we're going to do tonight is going to kind of spice up your child's distance learning space. You know, the kids, it doesn't really feel like the holidays with COVID rearing her ugly little head all everywhere, honey. And so I've seen these little things at the Dollar Tree. They are the Santa Claus seat covers, right? And I'm guessing that most people probably would use them for like a Christmas party or a dinner or something like that. But this is also a fun little thing that you can have the kids decorate themselves. What I'm going to do tonight is we are going to create using heat transfer paper. We're going to create something that the kids can color on the back of this. And then also we're going to use like a glitter vinyl on the bottom of it to say Merry Christmas. And on the bottom, that's going to be something that they would be able to color in with markers. So they can also use markers or crayons on the heat transfer paper because it'll hold ink. But I wouldn't use crayons on this part because it may not stay. So you might want to get the kids some markers. I'm only going to decorate the back just because I know my kid, everything is itchy and it's touching me and all that stuff. So I'm just going to decorate the back. But you have a big area that you can decorate for your kids. I'm doing it just to spice up her little distance learning work area to kind of get us into the Christmas spirit because now our home is completely work and school and it's not really that relaxation spot anymore right now because we're here 24 hours a day 7 days a week, so we're gonna spice it up. How is everyone doing? Hello, Miss Allen, Miss Kindred. Hello, Miss McLeod. Hello, Alinda and Ray Cordova. Miss Angeline, how are you, my love? Miss Angeline, I'm gonna have something for you tomorrow, my love. Yes, yes, yes. All right, y'all. So make sure that you are sharing the live. Share, 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 share. Comment if you have questions. We're going to be doing this in Cricut. And at the same time, I've created one and like already cut it out and stuff like that. But I'm going to show you guys basically how I'm going to go into Cricut. Hey, Miss Shane, and create the image with the lettering that Minnie can color. Okay. All right. So, okay, my love. All right, so let's get on up in Cricut. I got a couple of windows here open. So we're going to go in here. We're going to say finish. I know y'all can't see me. Give me 1 second. Just give me a second. And you guys will be able to see my screen. Let me share my screen with you. Hey, look at Miss Angeline with her top fan badge. Merry Christmas to you too, Miss Joyner. All right, so we sharing our screen. And I'm going to make it so you guys just see the screen and not me in particular. All right. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and type out Cam's name. And be mindful that when I am sharing my screen in this program, I can't see your comments. So I'm just going to click on Facebook really quickly. And I'll be able to see the ones on Facebook, and any that I miss, I will come back to. I promise, promise, promise. Okay. Make sure that you guys are sharing the live. Share, share, share. Sharing is Karen. I know it's a little late, but share it, share it, share it. All right. So I'm going to get some text. And the text that I'm going to use two different types of text. This first one is called Bubble Double. And I got this for free on font bundles. I mean, fontbundles.net. It may still be free on there, but you can do any open font, anything that has like a bubble or any font really that's wide, because you can just make the font white and kind of line it a little bit if you want. But I like to use the bubble font. All right. So we have our bubble font there. And then what I want to do is I want to go over to Google or Yahoo, I think is where I searched it. And I typed in Christmas, and I didn't even spell Christmas right, but it got the picture. Christmas 2020 coloring pages, PNG. So I want the coloring page, but I want it to be a PNG. Hey, Miss Stewart, how are you? And so the ones that I selected from this group, I believe, were the candy cane. I think I got this Christmas tree. And it was something else on here I got. But it's all on this page. Just Christmas coloring pages, PNG. I selected 3 of them all together, but with the PNG, this is how some of them will look. It won't have the background at all. And then you'll get some that just have the white background, but they still have that outline. That's perfect. That's all you want is the coloring pages, PNG, so that you don't just get one big white sheet, okay? So that was our second step. So I already have a couple of pictures that I want to use. They're already uploaded. I got the ginger house. So I'm just going to click on those, and I'm going to insert the images and bring them on in. We're going to make this big old one. We're going to bring that on down the size real quick, real fast. And we're going to make that about 5'5". That's just the go-to that I go to make things smaller. So we have our 3 little images here. And then I'm going to type out my next text. One second. This thing is kicking me off. All right. Okay, so we have our Merry Christmas there. And we are going to change the font on our Merry Christmas. And I'm going to go back up here. And I'm going to do this one in the double bubble shadow. So that's all under one font. You get that font for free. And what we're going to do, when I cut this, I'm going to weed out these letters here in the middle. They're going to be weeded out, right? And I'm just going to put those to the side, and I'll save them for another project because they'll just be single letters. And if you save the transfer sheet that you have from your HTV, you can go ahead and just stick them on that transfer sheet. It'll be easier for you to get them onto another project, but we're going to save them. All right. So now what I want to do is I'm going to go over into images, and I'm going to type in bubble. Because what I want is just like a little, like a conversation bubble, like this one here, right? The phrase bubble. I just want the white part of that. And I'm doing this so that there will be something behind the actual name, because this particular font is open. So you see there's nothing behind that font. So I'm going to have to use a white background so I don't have to cut out these letters individually to place them onto the Santa chair cover. So what I'm going to do with this, and I have access to it because I have Cricut access. Let me make sure and see if it's not a free one. Let's see if they have any free ones. So there's one you can use that is free. There's another one you can use that are free. Or you can go to Google and you can just type in conversation bubble PNG, and you can get the PNG from there. Again, I have Cricut access, so I'm just going to use what I have here in Cricut to my advantage. So I'm going to go over here and I am going to get rid of the blue one, just taking the eye just to get rid of it. I'm going to right click and I'm going to send back. And I'm just going to make this a little big. Right. And I'm going to start to line up my images here. And of course, we're not going to be able to print it this big, but I need to be able to see it and I need y'all to be able to see it. So I think on what I made, I have them positioned in a different way. But just for the sake of creating this, we can leave them how they are. And you can use any images. I just grabbed some things that I thought that Minnie would enjoy coloring. And you can even make this with your kid. I asked Minnie to come on the live with me tonight, y'all. And she wanted to play her video game because she's been on punishment and she just got off today. So she didn't want to come help out, y'all. She said she would come by and say hi, though. All right, so we got that lined up. Just cute little coloring pictures. Again, you can put whatever it is you want. And then I'm going to just go extra little step and put 2020. And let me then duplicate this 2020 and turn that one black. And send back. And I'm just making this so that she will be able to color it. And I think I used a different font when I created the one I did, but just need to give her a little line there. Oopsies. Thank you, Cricut. All right, so then, nope, just want this. All right, highlight and group that. And I'm going to bring that right here. Just add 2020 there. All right, and then for my stocking for these, I measured an 11.5 long by 2 inches wide is going to fit just nicely right in the middle of it. So I'm going to go ahead and do 11.5 by 2 for this one. Okay. And now what I'm going to, what happened? Where you go? Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to highlight everything I have here. And I'm going to select flatten. Oh, wait a minute. Not yet. My little tree too high. I want nice clean cut lines. And you'll notice that when I select flatten, this black cut line around the cloud will go away. No worries. Cricut is still going to cut that the way I need it to be cut. So you see, we just see the outer lining of our white cloud, but it is there. You can also see it over here in your layers panel. Now, Cricut has its limitations, so we're going to just get this printed out the biggest that we can, 9.25 by 6.75. All right, so there's our printout. There's our cut. When we go over to make it, we're going to cut this out. It's going to cut out in a big old bubble. Don't worry that you don't see the bubble. And then we will be using HTV, heat transfer vinyl, in order to get this Merry Christmas onto the actual Santa Claus chair cover. And when you're using HTV, you always want to make sure that you mirror your image. You want to make sure you mirror your image, okay? All right, so that is how we set it up. I'm going to come back here and I'll go ahead and stop my share. Hey, Miss Lavelle, how are you, my love? Hello, Terry from Wisconsin. So again, we're going to be decorating this bad boy tonight. Very quick live. I'm going to be using my iron to get the heat transfer paper onto the stocking. I'm going to bring in my other camera here. It's going to make it a little bit easier for y'all to see what I'm doing. If you happen to catch my crafting mess in the background, don't say none of my business, okay? And here we go. All right, there it is. So I'm going to move this back. Minnie is saying hi. All right, so I have my iron that I'm going to be using tonight. Yes, it's plugged in. Do not unplug it, please. All right. Oh, hand me a piece of that paper right there. Uh-huh. Just one. Just the whole sheet. Thank you. Can you cup holder? A cup holder? Perfect. Go by. Anyway. Miss Angelina, I still got your comment up there, girl. I gotta find your okay, there it is. I am going to be using Cricut. This is a Cricut. I like to call this one diamond, but it's a glitter multicolor. And I call it diamond because it just looks like a diamond. It is so beautiful. It has so many different colors within the glitter, and it's just gorgeous. It's super, super gorgeous. Minnie picked this out. So we're going to see how well it shows up on the white, but she's going to be coloring in between the lines anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Now, with our heat transfer paper, I have a little hardboard here that I'm going to iron everything on top of. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go into an area that has nothing to do with my image, and I'm just going to start the paper. I always peel at a downward angle, and I'm just going to try to keep it nice and smooth going downward. Don't want to tug too hard. If you get any areas that you meet some resistance, slow down. See if you can use one of your tools to get the area loose. Like right here, we have a little area that didn't quite get cut. So we're going to use our scissors to get it loose. And then I'll use my scissor to go in there and clean that little piece up once I get it off the sheet. And again, I'm using my iron just because it's more convenient for me for this live. My heat press is at 400 degrees, and I don't want to put this under. The paper will take the 400 degrees, and so will the glitter, but I'm not sure this Santa Claus thing will. I don't know. All right, so I just took that one little piece off that was all up in our way. And this part of it is what the chair folds down over. So I want to make sure that when it's on her chair, that it can be seen. So it'll be about right there. One little area here that I don't like. All right. All right, so we put that down. I'm going to use my parchment paper. And if you're doing this with the heat press, even if you have it at 400 degrees, 5-second hit, and that paper is on there. But when we use the iron, this is going back to my roots. And let me make sure, I just eyeballed this, y'all. I didn't even measure. But that looks like it's in the middle. Now I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to apply some pressure, and I'm going to make circular motions with my iron to make sure that I'm tacking the paper down. Circular motions with the iron. Given a medium pressure, you'll start to smell the glue from the paper heat up. And this has a lot of red dye in it, so that red dye is coming through on our paper, but that's all right. She's going to be coloring over it. We want to make sure that we just get it tacked down good. And what you want to make sure of is that you can see the design of the fabric through the paper. Yeah, that red dye came straight through on the middle of our paper. But that's okay. She'll have a little tint to it and she can still color it. Hey, Miss Davis. Hey, Miss Cynthia. Hello, Miss Benson. All right, so now we have our little coloring area. You see we have a little bit of a red tint, but I'm going to show you guys how easy it is going to be for her to color it. I'm going to color maybe the 2020 to let y'all see. She probably going to be mad I'm coloring all stuff, but I don't even care. All right, so that is the print and cut coloring portion of it. And now we have our vinyl that we're going to put on it. Hey, Miss Maria. All right, so now I'm going to start weaving this glitter vinyl. I started already. And I actually accidentally took the middle part out of my A, which I should have left, but it's all right. You'll be able to tell that it's an A, so it's okay. Come on. I'm going to cut that with my scissors. I don't like the way it has a little bit of a double line, so it's going to be kind of weird, but it's the perfect font to color. So I'm just peeling slowly with this glitter because this font has some fine lines here, some of which that I'll probably cut off because they will be irrelevant to my design. And I'm going to only keep the outline of the font. I don't want the middle. Usually, you would keep the middle for your design, but I want to be able to color the middle with the marker. So we're going to take the middle away. And of course, we are not wasteful here. So we are going to save those middle pieces for another project. And I'm just doing this really slow because I want to make sure that I don't take off anything that I actually need, like I did with my A here. And again, some of those thin lines, I'm just going to get rid of. Some of them will stay, some of them will go. if they get in my way, because I don't need them. I just want her to be able to color in between the glitter. In between the glitter. And this little piece here, I'll snip off. Those little parts. Okay. All right. And so just like we did these first letters, we're going to go ahead and get the middle. And I'm going to kind of hold this up to the light so that I can see the middle. Here we go. And I'm going to be saving these letters right here. I'm going to save them, baby. And I'm just peeling them out. And it's actually better to peel them out than to use my weeding tool so that I don't get any holes in them, so that they'll be perfect for when I get ready to reuse them. And we want to be careful, again, that we leave the pieces that are going to make our letters look like letters, like the middle of that R. I took out the middle of my A by accident, so I don't have a middle in one of my A's. And that kind of sucks, but it's all right. And again, just taking out the middle so that there is room to color. I don't know what Minnie is into, y'all. She coming in here grabbing weird items out of here. Is there a little piece in between there I need to get? Nope, that's all good. All right. Come on, Y. Our Y is rather thin here. There we go. And I'm doing it like this, again, if you missed it, because I want to be able to reuse these letters, and sticking my weeding tool into the middle to get the letters out will create a hole in the letters, and I want them to be in perfect condition when I get ready to reuse them, because I'm going to put them on something else. Even if it don't make it on something this Christmas, it'll make it on something next Christmas. Always save your scraps. You never know when they'll come in handy. You know, I may not even need to spell out Merry Christmas. I may need to spell out something else with the letters that are in it. And I'll already have them. I can leave that part. That's fine. All right, one more letter, y'all, and then we get to iron it on. Now, it does take a little bit longer to get glitter to iron on correctly, but I want to make sure I get it on there really good, because the kid is going to be handling this, and she's going to be coloring in between the lines of this glitter. So I want to make sure that the glitter stays. All right, so we put our little letters to the side, because we're going to keep those. And we got our Merry Christmas. Yeah, with our bubble letters. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. I was looking for a little piece that I might be able to stick inside of that A, but I didn't see anything that I could actually use that would make it still look like the A. So it's all right. It's somewhere. Oh, wait. I might have a little piece right here. I might be able to use this part right here. because it's like a little triangle that goes in there. It won't be perfect, but it'll be a little piece in there. Uh-oh, hold on. Now I done got it crooked, trying to make it straight. There we go. So we put our piece back inside of the A. I just cut a piece of the remnant vinyl here to get my piece back in the middle of my A. I was looking for something that we were weeding out that may fit, but it. All right, now I want to get this kind of like right in the center here. Good Merry Christmas. All right, now I'm going to take that same piece of parchment paper I did to lay down the print and cut for the coloring. Hey, Miss Paula. What do you use to save the letters? So what I'm going to do is with the letters, you can put them in a Ziploc bag if you want. But what I'm going to do is after I'm done transferring this onto the stocking, I'm going to use this same carrier sheet to put my letters on. And then I'll put them in a little Ziploc bag and put it inside of my scrap bucket. All right, now the difference between when you use the iron with your HTV, you do not want to move the iron around. You want to keep the iron solid in the same place. You want to give yourself a little bit of a countdown, right? And so I generally like to do 10-second hits on the different parts the first go around, and then I go ahead and peel off that carrier sheet. And then I lay down my parchment paper again, and I do another round of 10-second hits, okay? So as much as the iron will go over for 10 seconds, and I'm just applying pressure. All right, now again. All right, now I'm going to check it, and I have my iron on the highest setting. It's on the highest setting, which is cotton linen. You want to make sure if you are using an iron for this that you do not have any water in your iron. Steam is not your friend in this case, okay? So I'm going to see if I have some sticking that's going on. All right, it's not quite ready, so I'm going to give it another round of 10-second hits. All right. I'm going to let it cool just a little bit. And I'm peeling at an angle. This one I'm peeling upward. Always peel at an angle. Never try to go straight across. Pretty. All right, so we're still not all the way tacked down yet, though. Right, so I'm going to have to do another round of hits. That was just to get our carrier sheet off. And our carrier sheet is still sticky. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the letters that I took off of there in no particular order. This is just to save them. So I keep them all in one spot on the same carrier sheet. And guess what? When it gets time to use them, I can rearrange them on this same carrier sheet. And I can use this same exact carrier sheet to put them onto my next project. And what I'll do is, like I said, is just put them inside of a plastic bag, a Ziploc bag, or you can use, you know, the little papers that you get. They're plastic. You put them in your notebook. They're like sheet protectors. You can use sheet protectors for your vinyl as well. I save vinyl that way also. Right, so now our vinyl, stick it down a little bit more. It's on there. I done saved my Merry Christmas letters. And now I'm going to finish just making sure this is adhered. And after my hits, I always go and check. Let it cool down. Don't touch it right away. You want to make sure with vinyl, not so much with the glitter vinyl will you be able to see the texture through it, but you want to make sure that you're not able to bend it back like this and your vinyl be lifting up. So you can kind of feel when you have spots that aren't all the way adhered. Like here I have a little bit of a crease. And there's one little section there that is not laying down all the way because of that crease. So I'm going to get in there and I'm just going to hit that little part one more time. And I'm going to hold the iron there. I'm not going to iron it like clothes. The reason why you don't want to do that is because you don't want the glue to move around. With the paper, that's fine, but you don't want the glue from the vinyl to be moving around while you're ironing. You just want to hold with steady pressure, just like it would be if you were doing it on a heat press. So now checking my vinyl, I'm looking, I'm not getting any lifting. It won't focus this for y'all because it's so dang on glittery. But I'm not getting any lifting in any spots. And this will go. Let me turn this light a little bit that way. There we go. I think it'll focus. There it is. This will go on the back of Minnie's chair, and she will be able to color it. Minnie! I thought I had a marker right here, y'all. Cameron! I gotta go get my own marker. Hold on, so I can show y'all that you're able to color on it. Without breaking my neck. All right, y'all, I'm coming back. I have to find one that works. And then he got a room full of markers that don't work. So to show you guys, hold on, let me move back to my integrated camera. It may give us a better, yes, it's going to give us a better view. So you see our, hold on, there we go. I'm trying to get it so y'all can see it, but I can still see what y'all see. So it colors, holds the ink well. Look how bright and vibrant that green is there. Then we can also take it, and I'm going to color the S here. So this is a nice little project to give the kiddos to do. Yes, repurpose, reuse. Oh, thank you, Miss Paula. Miss Olivia, we made tonight a Santa Claus. This is from the Dollar Tree. It's the Santa chair cover. And I thought this is the back. And then this is the front. So you have a really big canvas. You can just get your kid a couple of things from the Dollar Tree and let them go crazy with it. I just wanted to do something to brighten up Minnie's social distance learning area. We have our Christmas tree up and stuff like that within the living room. But, you know, when you're in school and it's the holidays, you see all kind of little holiday stuff and you do holiday crafting. No, when you reuse the letters, Miss Waits, you do not have to glue them. These letters still have adhesive on the back of them. I'm hecka ashy, y'all. This was an impromptu live. These letters still have adhesive on the back of them. We didn't press them at all. You can even reuse this if you wanted to. The adhesive is still here on the back. You don't need actually the carrier to put iron-on letters on or iron on anything on. You don't need the carrier. The carrier is there for your convenience, so that you don't have to go out and buy transfer tape or to keep all of your items together. So even if I just wanted to take, say the E for Eliza, my real name, and I just wanted to stick the E over here, I could take the iron, lay down some parchment paper, and I can iron that E right onto here without even having to carry your sheet. So you don't have to glue it. It will still transfer with heat. Yeah, so I just thought this, it's a buck. You could use heat transfer. You could use, I used the heat transfer paper here for the back for her to have something to color. This is the back that'll hang over the back of her chair with a little Santa hat part hanging on top of it like that. Trying to get in the camera good enough. And then this is the front part. You can make any part you want, the front or the back. It don't matter because this little hat flip back and forth. But I'm not going to do anything on the front just because I know Minnie, she don't like it. She'd be like, it's itchy, it's scratchy, it's bothering me or whatever. And so I just did the back so it can hang over a chair. And it's a really cool art project, something for them to do that is creative. You can, do the print and cut for them. Or heck, have them sit with you and learn how to do the print and cut. And then you can cut out the bottom. You can put anything you want down here at the bottom. I just put Merry Christmas simply because I added her name here. You could take a bunch of heat transfer paper or printable vinyl, printable heat transfer vinyl, and stick it onto the chair covers and with different pictures, different coloring pictures, right? So I could have just did the house by itself. And had Cricket just cut out the house for me, or the tree, or the candy cane, and just put them all over the back of it for her to color. But I just put it in one spot with her name, so it's personalized. And I put Merry Christmas at the bottom, and she can have at it. And that way she has a little something for her chair. Make it a little festive for our distance learners this year. I'm gonna make sure that I answer everyone's questions, you guys. Happy holidays, Miss Pamela. All right, I think I got everybody's questions answered. I hope that you guys are enjoying the. Also, remember I said, and I don't want to mess Minnie picture up too bad, because she's gonna be already mad that I colored that. Let me see. Let me color one of these bulbs here. You can also use crayon. You can use crayon or marker on the heat transfer paper. I think that you can. It looks like the crayon will go onto the felt. Oh yeah, yep. You can color with the crayon on the bottom one too. I feel like it's kind of um, moving the felt around a lot. Like you got to push really hard to color down on it. Minnie probably gonna go over this with another color marker, but I'm gonna show y'all that you can do crayon on the bottom part as well. You can't even really tell which one is crayon or marker. The marker does saturate a little bit better, but you can use both. So if you have little kids and you don't trust them with markers, get them some crayons, baby, and let them go. Yes. So, Miss Miss Cynthia, yes, we are gonna do the Cricket versus Cameo Battle Royale this coming Friday here on the Gucci Crafts page. So if you do not follow me, a Gucci Crafts, it's at the bottom there. It's at the bottom of the screen right there. Make sure that you're following because I am live every Friday. And this coming Friday, we had to cancel last Fridays or postpone it, should I say. But this coming Friday, we are going to do the Cricket Cameo Battle Royale. So if you are in between machines or you don't know which one to buy, you're going to end up buying the Cricket at the end of it anyway. But you get to see the differences. We're going to test the speed of the machines. We are going to test how, by speed, I mean how quickly they cut a job. We're going to test how quickly they start a job, how quickly they send the job to print, the precision of the cuts. And we're also going to talk about the differences within the programs as well. But it's going to be fun. Team Cricket, Miss Shaquille Lavelle is Team Cameo or whatever. And so we're gonna have a battle royale this coming Friday, 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time on the Gucci Crafts Facebook page or Gucci and the Gucci Crafts YouTube channel. We're gonna figure out a way to get it on Miss Shaquille Lavelle's page too. All right, you guys have any questions before I sign up out of here? Oh, and make sure that you follow the DIY Crafting Network because we are on day 14 of 25 Days of Craftmaz. We are having a live craft every single day from December the 1st to December the 25th. Every day there's going to be a different craft. We're coming with new stuff. This is our second year. We're doing all new crafts than what we did from last year as well. So y'all better get with it, honey. Team Cricket, that's right. Let me see it. Let you see what, Miss Oglo. Yes, Miss Olivia, Cricket does. Cricket runs everything. I mean, Cricket is queen. That's what she is. That's what she does. The cameo, I mean, from what I hear, y'all fell off after cameo 2. I never had the cameo 2. I have the 3, but it's ridiculous. I hate it. What I made. Oh, So this is what we made tonight. This is the Dollar Tree Santa chair cover. I did this just to give Minnie some decoration at her little desk here in the living room, right? Because usually when the kids are in school, they have all the little decorations, and it doesn't really say Merry Christmas now. So we got to be politically correct. Um, we got to say Happy Holidays, but we celebrate Christmas. So I did um, Merry Christmas at the bottom. I'm trying to show it and then like still be able to see what I'm showing y'all. Okay, there we go. So the back right here is heat transfer paper. And this is glitter HTV that I did with bubble letters so that she'll be able to color it in. The heat transfer paper and the bottom of it will take either crayon or marker. So whichever one you decide to have your little color with, if you have a little kid, I think they would think this is pretty cool. It's a craft that has to do with Christmas. And I personalized minis. So you could say Happy Holidays down here, or you could just put the kid's name. You could also do more than one image if you wanted to for them to color. And it just goes on the back of the chair. I'm putting it on the back of her desk, but if they have a particular chair that they sit in, I know when Minnie was small, she had her own little table and chair set. You can put it on there. And it's at the Dollar Tree. It's only $1, and I think it's a pretty fun and quick and easy craft to do. It's very easy to make. So if you missed the beginning of the live, you can go back and rewatch it. This is also a cool craft to do with stockings as well. If you want to decorate your child's stockings with the heat transfer paper so that they can color on their stocking or do their name in an outline so that they can actually color it. Every year, me and Minnie make a different stocking. I don't know how well that's going to work out for us. But every year since she's been old enough to help craft, we make a different stocking and we make an ornament to go on the tree. So we got a ton of stuff here. And this will be another one for the books. She's probably maybe she'll want one of these up until maybe she's about 13. So I got about 3 more years to make some of these for Christmas every year. Oh, Miss Paula, to do the stars, you click on the stars, and then I think Facebook will. You click on send stars, and I think Facebook will prompt you on how you can pay for the stars. Hey, Miss Ish. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. This is again day 14 of 25 Days of Craftmaz. I'm gonna put out this week's schedule. Hopefully later on tonight, if not by tomorrow morning. I filled in tonight for someone, so I kind of hopped on here, but I have like 2 really big orders that I'm working on right now. So I'm gonna hop off of here and get my butt back to work. I love you guys, and I will see you guys again on Friday. I don't think I have another day this week to do for Craftmaz, but I gotta look at the schedule, y'all. But I love y'all, and if I don't see you another day this week for 25 Days of Craftmaz, I will definitely see you on Friday Night Live on the Gucci Crafts page. I love you guys. Have a great night.